Storm clouds gather over Europe. Mistrust and rivalries between realms threaten to break and flood the world in a tide of total war.
I have to say, I love the intros of these Total War games. They're so well done. So as you can see, we're starting a new Total War game, a new campaign. So before we played Rome Total War, and now we're going to play Medieval 2 Total War. So my history with the Medieval one was the original Medieval, which I really enjoyed. So I'm hoping now this one, the same with so Rome 2 was a big disappointment after the original Rome, and Medieval 2 wasn't as badly received, but still not, certainly not the worst game of the series, but not the best either. But we're gonna go for sync player. We're gonna go for Grand Campaign. Now I want to go short, so hold 15 regions, eliminate factions, France and Scotland. That's if we pick England. I don't particularly want to pick England though. So we have France, this is the Holy Roman Empire, so Germany, Spain, and Venice. So Venice, hold 15 regions, eliminate factions, Milan, the Byzantine Empire. Well, with Rome Total War, we focused on this area anyway. So I don't really want to be in the same area again, even though like it's obviously different regions and different factions and stuff. So Spain, we might get kind of bottlenecked because we got to either push up through France or take Portugal and then into Africa. England, we're more or less going to be focusing on taking the rest of Great Britain and Ireland and then parts of France, whereas with France or the Holy Roman Empire, we've got a lot more kind of, we can go more to the east and west from those, but I think we're going to go with France. One is because of my buddy Mendeleev is from France, so it'd be nice to kind of be on the same side as him, as it were, cheering with something like this. And the other is that if we look at the Holy Roman Empire, they've also got a part of Italy, so again we'd be kind of going into similar areas that we did before, even though we could completely avoid, but it's just the temptation of easy victories by taking areas that are close to you. So we're going to go with France, as I said. I'm going to leave advice level on, tell me everything for the start, but then I'll probably shut that off once I get the hang of things. Now, difficulty, let's just go with medium difficulty. do we want the battle time limit? Let's have a battle time limit in this one. We didn't have it in the last one. And I want to manage all of the cities. I don't want the AI looking after my cities. Okay, so happy enough with that. Let's start.
France stands proud and powerful. Notions of courtly love have ushered in an era of nobility and chivalry. The legacy of Charlemagne still resonates with noble and commoner alike. Europe is a continent divided by mistrust and centuries of violence. As crusades carve a bloody swathe in the distant east, the ideals of chivalry and honor are tested time and again. Times of war, much is sacrificed. Countless lives are lost to battle and honor so that a kingdom can prosper.
Okay, so we're at 1080 AD.
Bonjour, my liege. I am your advisor, Lady Gwendolen. I will guide you on managing and expanding the proud Kingdom of France. You are currently looking at your capital city, Paris, on the campaign map.
Okay.
Your goal is to expand your empire through conquest, trade, diplomacy, and religion, to build a faction that is far-reaching and powerful.
Okay, yeah, I know all that.
This scroll shows you what you must do to achieve victory and become the Emperor of the known world. Your main challenge is to expand your empire by waging war against other factions and conquering their lands. When you're ready to continue, close this scroll by left-clicking the seal in the bottom right corner.
Okay, will do. So faction leader is King Philip. Greatest general is Prince Louis. We have 5 generals, 3 cities. We control 5 regions, 2 castles, and it's 1080. So it's going to say so this is over 1200 years from the Roman times. So when we were in our last campaign, there's 225 turns remaining. We need to hold 20 regions. So basically 15 more than we have now, but we also have to eliminate the English. So we need to kind of try to contain the English and not let them expand onto the continent, because if they get too big, then we're going to be in trouble. It's going to be Macedon all over again. We'll be in a scramble to get victory before someone else does. So I think we need to be more aggressive this time. Let's look at diplomacy.
You can view your campaign goals at any time by clicking the highlighted button on the bottom panel of the screen.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
To strengthen the Kingdom of France, you should first unite France by capturing the nearby rebel settlements. You will then need to contend with England to the north, the Holy Roman Empire to the east, and Spain to the south. The nearby rebel town of Dijon will make an ideal first target.
Okay, yeah.
You should start by double-clicking on one of your settlements and recruiting some troops.
I think I'm going to turn her off because she's not telling me anything I don't know. Okay, so as she said, we got Dijon and we got Bordeaux and another region up here. So in this one as well, you've got castles and you got towns as well. So Paris is a capital, Reims is a town. So when you build up to a certain level, you have to choose between a castle or a town. So it's very different to Rome, where they were all settlements. So you could go either on the military side of things, or you could go and so here we have to choose between build up our military or build up our economy. Whereas in Rome, we could do that in every settlement. We could do both. So we have to be careful not to have too many castles and not to have too many towns. So we got Metz, and we got so there's lots of places here. Now people are going to be land grabbing pretty quickly at the start. So, but I think we take Metz, Dijon. We might even get Bern, but we want Bordeaux. We want here as well before the English get in there. So that means that the first thing we need to do is to start recruiting people. So let's look here. Open construction, open unit training scroll.
Left-click on a unit to add it to your recruitment queue. The number of units you can recruit each turn depends on the size.
So you get a male knight there. I'm going to go through each of our settlements. Peasant archers, male knight, mounted sergeants are obviously a better type of guy, but they do take two turns. These take 3 though. Let's grab you.
The number on the top right of the unit cards shows how many of those units are available to recruit.
Okay, yeah.
The rate that units become available for hire.
So this is different than other game, the other one where we could recruit any amount that we wanted. We could recruit any amount that we wanted as long as we had the money for it. But here it's not that way. We're basically limited. So let's grab another one of those guys. Paris. Then you've seen Paris, we've got different types of people we can get. Town militia, spear militia, priest, agents limited reach. So I guess we can only have so many priests at a time probably. Okay, so Paris, we're going to get some spear militia and some town militia.
You can also recruit agents to serve your
I know
kingdom
that.
here.
But what we're doing there is we are basically just making sure that if we want to take people out of the town and put them into an army, we can do it. Okay. Then I want to make sure that everywhere now, Toulouse is recruiting. Okay. So we've got Angers, Paris, Reims, Toulouse, and where's our 5th settlement? Oh, down here. Okay, Marseille. So Marseille.
Use this scroll to construct buildings, recruit troops, and govern your settlement. More detailed statistics and trade details can be viewed by clicking the Show Settlement Details button at the bottom of the scroll. Click the Show Me How button to learn how to use. Left-click on it.
Okay, so we want to start building our economy. So I think maybe roads in each of our areas that don't have them might be a good idea. Then anything that will, there we go, market, that's good. Roads here.
If you are unsure of what to do,
roads here and roads here. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now let's get the military on the move. So here we have
right click to move your army to any part of the highway.
Orders.
So you don't like how few people we have in that army. Taking Bordeaux would be pretty difficult for them. So let's go to these guys.
Mon roi.
You're a spy.
To spy on other factions, right-click
Yep,
on an
you got
army,
it.
character or settlement belonging to that faction.
Okay, so these movies weren't in the Rome Total War. It basically shows whether you're successful or not. It looks like we weren't though. Let's see. Yeah, our poor chap just got killed.
Left-click on the boxes that slide down the left of the screen to view important messages.
Okay, there we go. Now, so we don't have the advantage of... do you have a general?
Seigneur.
Male knight. Okay, so you're going to go with this
Orders?
group.
Combining your forces, mon roi.
And then
Oui, Seigneur.
you're going to go attack Dijon.
To battle it is, then, Seigneur. Orders?
And then these guys are going to come and...
Our men are exhausted, Seigneur. Seigneur. Orders?
they're going to back him up
By your will.
next round.
Combining your
Okay,
forces,
good.
Seigneur. Mon
You're going to
roi.
go to Bordeaux.
Moving to engage the enemy.
Okay, so
Laying siege, mon
we've
roi.
seen previously these. We got the ram, we got some ladders, and we got a siege tower. And then we're going to maintain the siege there.
The siege goes as planned, Seigneur.
So you see, we're being very aggressive. And I want to grab as much land as I can at the start to give us a good boost. So if we're going to take Bordeaux, hopefully we beat the English in there. We're going to go for this one here as well, and then maybe push further to the east as well. But I think that's the end of the turn. So here's our end turn in here. Well, actually, before we do that, I want to... There we go. I want to look at our faction. So what have we got? Show the family tree. Okay, so we got King Philip here, who's married to Berthada de Montfort. We got Prince Louis, Constance, Michael, and Henry. So they're going to come. It's going to be a while before they come of age, so we have to be careful not to get people killed early on. Then I want to have a quick look at the Pope. So in the medieval, the original one, if the Pope disliked you too much, then he could have the other factions basically declare. He could declare a crusade against you, and then other factions would come and attack you. So it's a bit of a limiting factor in that
Mon roi.
we can't just go around willy-nilly attacking. So we couldn't just attack the English now and keep a sustained war against them, because the Pope would basically force us to sign a peace treaty at some point.
In God's name,
But he's going to head over there.
today's journey ends.
So Constance
Your Majesty?
is going to head over this way.
Oui. Madame needs a rest.
Okay, and then
Stopping here.
I think
Oui.
that's all of our agents there.
An order? Oui. Ready and able.
Okay,
Seigneur. Seigneur.
God's servant.
Mon roi.
yeah,
All
that's
right.
basically everything. Okay, let's end the turn there then.
Bring word for you.
Okay, so England are being friendly with us. They want trade rights and map information. Let's accept their current proposal. It'll be,
We cannot thank you enough for
oh,
accepting.
thank you.
An honor and a pleasure. Farewell.
Okay, so starting with good relations with the English, which is nice. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to take
Seigneur.
those guys
Mon roi.
and you're going to go over here to help over here.
We camp here, mon roi.
Okay,
Continuing tomorrow.
you're going to join those guys next turn. We have some rebels here.
Ready and able. Seigneur,
So you're going to take your army.
for the honor
sort
of
of
France,
rebels.
we will attack.
Okay, so this is basically 50-50. We could attack him at night if we want. I think he must have night battles. Yeah, he's a night fighter. So it's something new. We're gonna try a night fight. Does he have night fighter as well? No, he doesn't. So this is Gaspard de Paris, and we're gonna fight. So 1-to-1
Raise your
ratio.
flag. Bring your honor as we attack.
Okay, let's hear his speech. And here we got a new thing, wait as well. So it wasn't in Rome, and basically it's,
so we come
if you
to the
want
hour of
better
battle.
conditions, you can wait.
I will give you victory if you have the valor to fight like true Frenchmen when I ask it. I will not needlessly ask men to die. I will not throw your lives away. But I do expect you to do your part and gain victory as a consequence. Our foes are rebels and traitors and deserve nothing but the edge of the blade upon their stinking necks. And a sword is a merciful end to them, for they should face the gallows. And lastly, as a man of learning and culture, a man whose skill with pen and lute is unmatched in all of France, whose poetry has charmed princesses of the blood, whose wit has confounded learned doctors of the church. I want you to kill those ill-favored sots yonder.
Okay, so we're gonna start the deployment in a second. As you can see, we got a new thing with our archers as well, in that they can use fire ammo, which will be useful for us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this a group.
Assemble the troops.
Okay. No, I want them titled. Yeah. Then I want missile first. Yeah. He's gonna go on that side, and then we're gonna start the battle. Okay. Let's put our guys there. Let's put you over here, and let's push forward. Actually, let's put our guys about. Let's put these guys about here. So the archers are probably going to be able to shoot from there. And we'll keep these guys. I don't like being hampered by the likes of windmill over here. Let's increase the speed. I like the ambient noise That's really nice. Just the wind blowing. Okay, so you're getting shot at, so you need to move back. You guys need to move up. So what are we facing? Crossbowmen, spearmen, super knights. They got some very decent units. Okay, you're gonna hold there. Yeah, their crossbowmen are hopefully going to be taken out by our guys. So they got 58 guys left. We're at 1654. Okay, so we're now making. They're going to lose formation. So you're going to charge them. But we don't want him getting caught up too much with them. We just want to there we go. Want to just make enough impact and then withdraw. Okay, so we're down to 21, so they're going to break soon. You're going to move up. Actually, hold. A lot of you guys should move up. You're going to move away now because you've done your duty. We're then going to allow our range units to pepper those guys. Go get those. Let's keep him busy. Okay. And now the guys are firing again. So we expect to make some inroads into their front lines here. So at the moment they're at 75 and 75. Getting those down well into the 60s will be nice. So that unit there is taking decent damage. And there's no point when these still have ammo. There's no point in just rushing in if they're not coming to us. So we'll just happily do this. We can speed it up as well. Okay, so someone's shooting back. So it's their other crossbow militia. Okay. Get down to 65 and still a 75 there. Our crossbowmen are moving forward. Okay. Let's try and draw them out. Okay, so we're definitely doing plenty of damage to them. He needs to move off again. Basically want to get the crossbowmen to move maybe into around here. And these guys can deal with them then. So that's Spearman group there. Once they get down to maybe 50, I think we're going to start advancing with everyone. Most of the firing seems to be going on to the crossbowmen. These heavy cavalry guys are no joke. Okay, so they're moving forward now. So we're going to move you guys back here. Okay. Then you're going to come back in. You guys need to run. There we go. So their cavalry need to be held. You're going to go and get them. You're going to target a bit more. Okay. I'm going to sweep these guys up. One charge should break them. They're down so low. Okay, they're routing. Okay. Then we're going to start over this side.
The enemy is badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Good.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
They're running. You need to come over here. Attack them. You attack them as well. You get yourself back there. Okay, so we pretty much won. That guy's still going to be a bit of trouble to us.
Our cowardly foe runs. We must push our advantage.
Yeah, let's continue the battle and wipe out as many as we can. Let's get after him. Then you guys do that. Okay, you may as well finish him off. Let's increase the speed. And go after them. And then we'll increase it as high as it'll go.
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Okay, that's pretty good. Heroic victory. Like that. Okay, so he's completely eliminated. We then get this then site of a famous battle. So King Philip allows army. Let's see. So it's just there's no name on the battle. Sometimes the battles have names. In this case, no. Okay. So that's our first battle and our first victory, which is good.
Oui.
You're going to continue
Stopping
on
here.
over
Oui.
there. Okay, so we've got Metz
God's
there.
servant. Très bien.
You're going to
Today's
continue on
journey
over here.
ends.
Okay. Retinue expands. So shield bearer. Important figures on the battlefield should never be left defenseless. Men like this one are there to either save him or die in his stead. -1 morale for all troops on the battlefield. +2 to your general's hit points. How many hits your general can take before dying. So I don't like the -1 morale. So I think King Philip is probably going to be rule from the throne rather than the battlefield for now. Okay, you can't go any further.
Orders?
Combining your forces, Seigneur.
Seigneur. To battle it
Okay,
is,
and
then, Seigneur. Laying siege, Seigneur.
You're going to siege there.
We have them pinned down, Seigneur.
Maintain the siege. Okay, good. Then we're going to end our turn. So the English are thinking about heading over there. A suitable prince, betrothed to Constance. Okay, So he's brave, he's a knight fighter, he's very loyal, he's a fair fighter, and he's religious. Okay, I think we'll accept that. He's 28, so he should have children. So we do lose Constance as an agent, though, which I don't think is very fair, because she should still be able to carry out her duties. Okay, so financial summary. Still losing money. You see, we're in debt now. We've fought one battle, we've won one. We have the best military, but we are still well behind Russia and the Byzantine Empire overall.
Where shall we strike?
Okay, so
Archie,
you're going to go
joining into a powerful force of troops, mon roi.
Okay, it better be a powerful force.
Traveling with the Lord.
Yeah, there's Wrens. So what can you actually do? Divine connection. Just to fight the enemy of heretics. He's a cardinal. He's questionable. -1 purity. Okay.
In God's name. Arrest, please, Seigneur.
Let's pop you back in Angers for now. Okay. And I think we're just going to maintain the sieges here. Because what I want to do is to reduce the enemy ability. So the English are kind of trespassing a bit, though. I don't like that.
We come bearing word for you.
Okay, trade rights. Let's offer. Make a counter offer. Let's swap map information.
I see no problem
The
here.
offer.
It is agreed.
Great, thank you.
This concludes our meeting, yes?
Okay, bride presented to Prince Louis, Jacques de Bethune, a young woman of fitting breeding. Station has been discovered as a potential partner for this man. Would you like for the wedding arrangements to be organized now? Yes, I would, thank you. Okay. Marriage celebration. Okay, so what we're doing basically is protecting the royal line now. Okay, construction complete, market. Okay, so you can see why we spent a lot of our money on things that will generate income, because we are well in debt now, and we just have to manage with the troops that we have. So with that in mind,
Mon roi.
what we really need to do
Mon roi.
is to start
Today's must
sending
ends, mon roi.
the troops we can afford to
Ready
send.
and able.
So we've got you're gonna take,
Orders.
let's see, that guy, and actually we should have checked was the situation with retraining. Who needs to be retrained? All of those guys need to be retrained. They don't, or they can't.
Ready and able.
So
Seigneur.
you're gonna take,
Mon roi. Combining forces to ensure victory, Seigneur.
okay,
Orders. Mon
you
roi.
can spare a fair few guys, so taking there shouldn't be too much of a problem with what we've already got. It's just going to take a couple of turns to actually get there. Now, one thing we can do is something that we should have done originally was checked on our tax rate. So we can bump up the tax rate here. Oh, we can't because we've got, oh yeah, that's another thing. You need a governor in this game to change the tax rate. So here we can make it very high. Rheims, we can't do anything. Marseille, we can bump it up to high. I don't want to go to very high. Anger, we can go very high there. Oh, it's a castle, okay. Toulouse is the castle, and Paris we've already done, okay. So that should slow the financial hemorrhaging at least. And I'm hoping for these armies to rally against us. So Bordeaux and Dijon. Let's end our turn. Yeah, we'll do one more turn and then we'll end the video.
There is no
You're
glory
still
in
knocking
setting
about.
an ambush.
Not being aggressive though. Okay, so still losing a bit of money. I don't like that the income and the expenditure on here has been very very kind of dumbed down. And it's one of the criticisms of the game. The further, like, the more modern the games get, the more dumbed down this kind of stuff is. But we're still number 1 militarily. We're number 18 financial. Denmark have now taken over or overtaken Russia. Population and overall we're 13th now, so slipping a bit. Although that is kind of indicating that we're rising up. Okay. And you can probably hear the storm raging outside. Maybe you can, but it's very noisy. Okay, so we have a new family member, which is good. Right, so how long until 4 turns until surrender? 1 turn. So I'd expect them to come and try to attack us, because there's no point.
Ready and able.
There'd be no point in them just giving up. So you're gonna
setting camp here,
head over
Seigneur.
here.
Orders.
You're then going to take these guys.
Oui, emerging armies. Ready and able.
So I think that should be enough an army to take that. So two more turns for that. Got some rebels here.
Orders.
Could go deal with them.
Mon roi.
Yeah, let's go deal with these rebels.
To battle it is then, mon roi.
Okay, so it's about 50-50. We can't attack at night.
Stand honorably, men! Take up arms and march to battle! Units on my command.
Okay, let's just start deployment. So we got archers. So you're going to go in the front rank as well. Okay, and then we're just going to make that a group. Start the battle. Okay. And they're over there. Okay. So they're crossbowmen and light infantry. Okay. So you guys are on fire at will, which is good. You have to watch. So with Sergeant Spearmen, they're okay. They're not great, they're okay. Let's move you guys up. You guys as well. Let's increase the speed. Okay, then drop it back to normal. Okay, and then once they stop, they should start firing. Yeah, there we go. So they're marching. Okay, so you need to move a little so you can shoot. They're now, looks like they're moving into range. Let's go to loose formation. Both these. because that gives us a better chance to avoid their attacks. They're down to 59. We're losing some guys as well. Oh, we're not actually. He just has an extra one because he's got a cap. Okay. Then he's got crossbowmen there who aren't really doing anything. And then it's town militia. Okay, they've gone tight formation now. It looks. So watch the number drop down. Yeah, down to 56. I like this, the flight of arrows. Isn't there a thing that we could follow? There was a thing where you could follow their shots. Let's see if we can find it. I don't know where it is though. It was certainly in some of the games, maybe not in this one. It does show it. No, it doesn't. They're down to 42. These guys are still firing. They're firing again. Okay, so he doesn't bring that town militia up now. He's basically screwed because he needs to make us. He needs to pin these two down. His crossbow men are doing nothing. Those guys are down to half. Those guys are starting to take casualties now as well. Let's speed it up for a little while. So they're going to break pretty soon. Oh, they're going to actually stay the last man. Fair play to them. But he's gone now. And this has been very easy for us. They're only starting to fire now. They're shaken. They are doing some damage now to our sergeants. Okay, now let's go to normal speed. You guys are going to move up. You guys are gonna be basically reserve troops. You're gonna attack them. You're gonna wait for the other guys to pass you. Okay, should be okay now. Yeah. And you're gonna help attack there. Speed it up. Okay. So here's the end of the battle, or at least it should be. Those guys are running. These guys are gonna try and get to the side. And now we're just gonna envelop them as best we can. So advance these guys around.
The enemy men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And charge. Okay. Now, charge. Charge it here. There we go. Now. We should see them starting to break.
Our cowardly foe runs.
Yeah, there they go.
We must push our advantage.
yeah, we're just gonna slaughter as many of them as we can. Can't be dealing with rebels around here. The orders are finish them off. You guys go chase them, and let's increase the speed. So can't see us actually catching them. But let's park here, and we're just gonna watch them running by. We are catching up. Oh, we got them! Enemy general fallen. Nice.
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
Okay, and then
this is a great victory,
should be off the
worthy
field.
of only the mightiest of generals.
Okay, so we took some casualties, but not having the rebels there will affect
The day is ours,
our
Seigneur.
finances as well. In a good way. Okay, demand of the hour. Captain Bertrand, he's an aspiring commander, confident defender, siege expert. He's loyal, he's cool and cunning.
An order?
Okay,
Who now?
so now he can head back in there. So I like this aspect of the medieval games, that people could prove themselves on the field, and then they could therefore become part of your faction as a
Ready and
general
able.
rather than as a family member. Okay, I think we're pretty much done though we're done for the turn, and we're done for this video as well. So it's a new series, so as with any new series, all the support you can give in terms of liking and commenting really does help a lot, and I really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.